The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans.
To kick off for Detroit.
The first of three here on Thanksgiving Day. The Texans and Lions underway from Detroit. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the...
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time.
First down.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. They'll roll him out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Justin Coleman. 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
To kick off for Detroit.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Texans first down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. This is caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. To throw is Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Swift. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
For Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Watson now to throw. First out to his left. He may try and run for this.
Watson on the keeper. It's a gain.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. first down. Watson escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Watson. And Walker has it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the Lions' 15-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Lions 14, Texans 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he's got some space here. He'll be down deep into Houston territory. Big play there for Detroit. 45 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Kerryon Johnson, 3rd-year man from Auburn. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. It's the right side here, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Throwing on third down, Watson, flush to his right. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 15. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's James. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the third down.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2. Stafford. That's complete. As they use the first of their timeouts, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Lions 21, Texans 7. Matt Prater takes
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
pressure too strong. Down he goes. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Naimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 50, it's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. From the 50, Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Prater to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Lions 28, Texans 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. And Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. He's going to take another shot. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Texans 7. Matt Prater to kick off.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Lions 42, Texans 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of
Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Dumping it off for Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On 1st down, Stafford here. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 14. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The tackle made.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
They'll try and pick it up with Scarborough. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Bo Scarborough, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on fourth down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down throw, Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Watson's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air yet again, Watson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Donald Parham, but it's going to be second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson off play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Donald Parham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
Conversion.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st down, Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Johnson.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40.
Throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
Watson on first down. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson looks to throw again. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Watson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Donald Parham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
So he's hit Pater twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want the guys not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's got this down to the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he will have a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't see their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
29.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And 6 at the 41-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Flushed out right. On Stafford for the
third time is intercepted. Picked off by the corner. He went on him in there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. It's caught at the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Julian Okwara in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. To try again after the sack. Watson, and now here is another interception. Picked off by Wood Harris. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Intercepted. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. There,
he's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Swift, 82 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Intended receiver there was Donald Parham. And now it's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. And a
throw there going to be incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
On fourth down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended receiver there was Donald Parham.
3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. One last throw here for Watson. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Jeff Okudah.
And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Lions.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Texans, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.